All money isn't good money, just like all knowledge isn't good knowledge. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. You always wondered where that saying came from, or even when your mama say, I brought you into this world, I can take you out. You lose more than just money when it comes to doing it the wrong way as well. And what people don't think of or realize or know, but just like God gave it to you, he can take it away, especially when it's dishonest money. He could create a hole in your pocket. Every time you turn around, you're spending money. You got to spend money. And then at that point, the devil has you trapped because he's tempting you to then go and make more money. So as you're losing money, you feel like, dang, I got to hurry up and make more money. I got to make more money. I got to make more money. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and as y'all can already tell by the title that we're going to be talking about biblical finances, Bible verses about finances, and just basically Bible teachings about finances. And I feel like we all need a little bit of that because money is a big aspect of our lives, and why not incorporate the Bible? We'll never go wrong by incorporating the Bible. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this Bible, and let's go ahead and get into this video. So the first thing is, I would like to start out by saying that when it comes to money, we have to learn to glorify God within that when it comes to our finances and our money, and just faithfully following him when it comes to our money. That is another reason why money is even mentioned in the Bible, because what you do with your money definitely matters spiritually and when it comes to our relationship with God. So as I go to these Bible verses, you can always pause the video, of course, to go to the current Bible verse that I'll be on. But first I'll be looking at Malachi chapter 3 verse 10. And it reads, Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house, and prove me now herewith, says the Lord of hosts. If I will not open you up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. Wait, and then starting at that was Malachi 3:10, but starting at verse 8 says, Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, Wherein have we robbed God? And it says, In tithes and offering. And verse 9 says, You are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Then it goes into bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse. So I should have started at verse 8. But anyways, when it comes to your money with tithes and offering, our money matters. When it comes to tithes and offering, it's not about what the church or anyone does with your money. At that point, once you put it in the tithes and offering basket or whatever, it's God's money. So as long as you do your part and do what God told you to do, which is to return tithes and offering, that's all that matters. Even if the people don't do right with your money, you did right with your money. So you'll still get that blessing, because it says you'll be cursed with a curse if we're not returning tithes and offering, because we're robbing God. But if you do, it says, Prove me now herewith, says the Lord of hosts, if I would not open you up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. Don't miss your blessing because you're so worried about what the other person is going to do on their side and their end with the money. Do your part and return them tithes and offering. God, what people don't know, God also has us return our tithes and offering because it's about your heart posture. And that's going to be mentioned later on in the video. But definitely return your tithes and offering when it comes to your money. It's very important because that money is for something good. Yes, it goes into something spiritual. Of course, it's in the Bible, but it's also just about the physical, which is to help others with that money. And it goes towards the church in helping people in the church, or even when it goes towards food, or like when they have dinners, or helping people, or it even can go towards our Sabbath school lessons for the children and the adults, and just different reasons. And what people fail to realize too, the pastor doesn't just grab money out the tithes and offering basket. Like, this money goes up to the higher ups, and then they cut the pastor a check, and the other people get paid just like we do, how they have somebody in the finance department, and that's how it is when it comes to church. And I just want to mention that because I know how people feel about tithes. Some people feel, I'm going to say some, feel about tithes and offering and they think or feel that the pastor is just getting rich off of tithes and offering money. So the next Bible verse that I'm going to be talking about and reading is 1 Timothy 6, verse 6 through 10. And it reads, "But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out." Y'all always wondered where that saying came from, or even when your mama say, "I brought you into this world, I can take you out." And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted, after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Again, what is the root of all evil? The love of money. Not money, because I remember seeing this go around on social media where they had said that money is the root of all evil, so why do they ask for it in church? No, do your research, because the Bible specifically says for the love of money is the root of all evil. It's not money itself, it's the love of money. Because when you love money, you will do anything to get it. That's why it says that you fall into hurtful snares and lusts, which drown men in destruction. Because at that point, you're making money your everything, your God, your idol. And so you start doing these crazy, dangerous, just pure destruction type of things when it comes to loving money. God warns us of this. And that is why it's so important one reason it is important to return tithes and offering, because where you put your money, that shows where your heart is. So that's one of the reasons why it is good to return tithes and offering. And that's why I said it can definitely read your heart posture. We must learn to store our treasure in heaven and not on earth. We must do that. It is so important because like the Bible verse says, we brought nothing into this world, so we're going to leave with nothing. So what is the point of having all of this luxurious stuff when it's not going to do anything? Now, it's okay to have nice things, especially if you can afford it. And it's okay to leave some things, for the generation to come, like your kids and for your grandkids. But there are some people who overdo it. We are not supposed to be frivolously spending. God warns us of that. So that's just everything that I want to say about this Bible verse. We're going to get into some more things. So the next Bible verse that we're going to look at is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 11. And it says, "Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase." So basically what that means is fast money and illegal money and just money you didn't really have to work for and stuff like that as well. It will be diminished, and it's not good money either. All money isn't good money, just like all knowledge isn't good knowledge. And God doesn't accept bad money. But it says money that we get by labor shall increase. It does make a difference if you worked hard for your money. Money that you worked hard for is good because it's honest money, and it also builds character. It teaches you patience. It teaches a lot of things, and this is how God also wants us to gain and get our money. Not dishonestly, not evil, doing evil things and all of that. It says it will be diminished. And vain type of money, which is dishonest money, it dwindles away because let's just be honest. You end up losing everything. You end up dying, or you end up going to jail and losing everything. People will seize your money and your assets. Like, it's definitely a lot that comes behind that, and it's not worth it. You can lose more than just money when it comes to doing it the wrong way as well. And what people don't think of or realize or know, but just like God gave it to you, he can take it away, especially when it's dishonest money. He could create a hole in your pocket. Every time you turn around, you're spending money, spending money. You got to spend money. And then at that point, the devil has you trapped because he's tempting you to then go and make more money. So as you're losing money, you feel like, dang, I got to hurry up and make more money. I got to make more money. I got to make more money. So when you're already making it the wrong way, in the fast way, and then something keeps happening to where you got to keep spending it, you feel like you got to hurry up and do what you need to do to gain it back. Or even if you're just frivolously spending constantly on the wrong things, or even living above your means, all of that really destroys you, just like the Bible says. And I know if you haven't done it yourself, I know you know someone that these type of things has happened to, whether it's personal or through someone you know of someone, or even just in movies and stuff. This stuff is really real, y'all. We got to learn to really listen and take heed to what God is truly telling us and teaching us. So the next and last Bible verse that I'm going to be speaking about is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, starting at verse 10, and I'm going to go through chapter 6 with some of this. I want y'all to really read this for yourselves, and even read chapter 7. But I'm not going to read, of course, all of chapter 5. I'm not going to read all of chapter 6. But I want y'all to go back and read for yourselves, and also some of chapter 7, or all of chapter 7, I should say. But starting at Ecclesiastes 5, chapter 10 says, "He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that love abundance will increase. This is also vanity. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them, and what good is there to the owners thereof, saying the beholding of them with their eyes? The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eat a little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. There is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely riches kept for the owners thereof to their hurt. But those riches perish by evil travail. And he beget a son, and there is nothing in his hand. And he came forth of his mother's womb. Naked shall he return to go as he came, and shall take nothing of his labor, which he may carry away in his hand. And this also is a sore evil, that in all points as he came, so shall he go. And what profit hath he that hath labored for the wind? All his days also he eateth in darkness. He have much sorrow and wrath with his sickness." Sorry if my phone looked crooked, but anyways, I did stop at verse 17. Again, that was Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 10 through 17, and I am about to pop on the screen the meanings of those verses so y'all can really understand and take it in. And the meaning is the correct meaning of these Bible verses, y'all. Okay, y'all, and basically verse 18 through 20, again, go read it for yourself. But to start it off, I'm going to read verse 18, and that's it, and just pretty much explain the next few verses. "Behold, that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat and to drink and to enjoy the good of all his labor. And he take under the sun all the days of his life, which God giveth him, for it is his portion. Every man also to whom," this is verse 19, "to whom God hath given riches and wealth, and have given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor. This is the gift of God." And then it goes into verse 20. But basically, these verses is basically saying that when God give you these riches and stuff, you take your portion and be happy and enjoy your riches and stuff. But of course, you're able to enjoy it because it's a gift from God. You've also been able to achieve and get these riches the right way. And so it's a blessing from God because you're really enjoying it. You're not suffering. You're not having to constantly watch over your shoulder. You're not worried about going to jail. You're not worried about none of that stuff because you have gotten it the right way and you chose God first. You also chose God within that. Because when you choose to get money the right way, not only can you enjoy your riches and stuff, but it's also a blessing from God, which means you chose God, and which means you're also getting other blessings spiritually and mentally and emotionally within that. But of course, when you choose the devil's way and the bad way and all of that, it's so much evil and everything that comes with that. And chapter 6 basically gets into a man getting wealth and stuff the wrong way. I'm going to read the first few verses of chapter 6, and then that's it. It says, verse 1, "There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, and it is common among men. A man to whom God hath given riches, wealth, and honor, so that he wanteth nothing for his soul of all that he desires. Yet God giveth him not power to eat thereof, but a stranger eateth it, that it is vanity, and it is an evil disease." Verse 3, "If a man beget 100 children and lives many years, so that the days of his years be many, and his soul be not filled with good, and also that he have no burial, I say that an untimely birth is better than he. For he come with vanity and departeth in darkness, and his name shall be covered with darkness." And it goes deeper than that. So basically, so this is just about it. And let me rephrase what I said, because when I said that you got riches the wrong way, it's not necessarily, because it does, chapter 6 verse 1 does say, "There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, and it is common among men, a man to whom God hath given riches, wealth, and honor, so that he wanted nothing for his soul." So I'm going to retract what I said about getting the riches the wrong way. Chapter 6 talks about when God gives you riches, but you do wrong with your wealth and your riches, and these are the things that happen. So basically chapter 5 talks about getting your money and your wealth the wrong and the right way, and then chapter 6 starts to go into, well, the end of chapter 5, and then chapter 6 goes into getting riches the right way through God and being able to enjoy it, but also getting your riches through God and not being able to enjoy it because you chose to do wrong within that blessing that God gave you. You didn't do right with your money, so this is the outcome of it. So that's basically what Ecclesiastes 5 and 6 goes into, and this is really good. I really enjoyed reading this. But y'all, this is why money is very, very important, about what we do with our money, who we give it to, the way we spend it, where we spend it, how much we're spending, all of the things. It definitely really, really matters. And I know people probably never really thought, like, well, I'm not gonna say everyone, but some people never really thought like money does have to do with your spiritual relationship with God, but it definitely does. It makes a difference. That's just like it's not just about what we read, what we watch, and the music we listen to. It's a whole lifestyle, y'all. It is a whole lifestyle. It's about our money, how we spend it, how we get it, who we give it to, where we give it at. We also have to be careful what we eat. You got to be careful not to overeat, because that's gluttony. And too much of anything is bad. Even if you eat too much fruit or drink way too much water, or whatever the case may be. Too much of anything is bad. About the things that we even think about is a sin. That's why God says you have caused sin in your heart. When you get married, if you lust after someone in your heart, that is a sin. You've committed adultery right there. Y'all, it's just a lot. Y'all, it's a lot to unpack. That's why you just got to take it one step at a time. Talk to God, and he will lead you step by step, because of course we're not going to just get everything right, especially at the beginning or all at once. That's why God works on our hearts, and he reveals things to us, and we work on things one by one with God. That's why we're going to be continuously learning. We're going to always be learning. You're going to get something right, or you might get something halfway right and think it's the full right way, and come to find out you ain't even been doing it right, completely right the whole time. So then you have to undo some things. And y'all, life is just a lot, and that's why it's just so important. And you might as well, I'm not going to say it in that type of way, life is a lie, and that's why we must keep God in the center of it as our foundation, and we must put him first, y'all. But with that being said, that's all that I have for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please share and like this video. Please definitely share, because I know this video can definitely help a lot of people. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and thank y'all so much to everyone that has already subscribed. And thank y'all for tuning in to my video. And if y'all want to comment anything down below, please do so. That is helpful, or any other Bible verses I didn't mention. And I'll see y'all next time.